just filmed an entire video and my phone stopped recording after about 10 minutes, which is nice. We're just gonna do this one more time. Hi, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Brenda, and if you've seen my last video, I want to say I'm sorry. It's been 8 months since I've posted. I don't really have an excuse, like I can't even say I was busy or anything like that. I just keep putting myself under so much pressure, and I had really high expectations of my first video. And then I was kind of disappointed, and I mean, the sound quality was horrible. The overall video, I don't know, I just feel so awkward when filming myself. Yeah, I just hope that this time it will be better, and we're just gonna start all over again. So today we will be talking, or I will be talking about some of my yarn stash treasures that I have here beside me. I thought this would be a pretty interesting topic to talk about because I haven't really seen any videos like this before, so I was thinking I have some really cool things in my yarn stash that I could share maybe with you. So I'm not doing this to brag or show off what I own. I'm doing this so I can share some yarns with you, of which I am convinced that they're very high quality. They are yarns that will last you, or like the garments you make with these will last you a lifetime if you take good care of them. And I'm planning on creating some I don't want to say classy, but I guess timeless pieces. At least for me they will be timeless, even though some of them will be colorful or bright pink. For me that's a timeless piece. If it's bright pink, I will wear it when I'm 50 still. So if you're hearing any weird noises in the video, it's my dog. She's sleeping right behind me, so now you know. Yes. Where was I? Again, I will share with you my thoughts on these yarns, my experience with these yarns. Some of them I do not have any experience with yet, but I've heard very good things about them. I've seen very nice things made from them, and so I thought I would share my knowledge and some information on these with you. Maybe I should share what I'm wearing right now. It's the Chestnut Sweater by Petite Knit, and the yarn I used was by Kaos Yarn. They're organic soft merino, and I paired that with a Kidsilk mohair from Lana Yarns. I think it's their lace Kidsilk mohair. So I even painted my nails to match the sweater, so you see I put a lot of effort into this. So I'd appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up, or maybe even subscribe to this channel. I promise I will take this more serious because I really want to, and I will post more frequently. Alright, so the first yarn I will be talking about is Ito by Noro Yarns. Also, let me just say these are not ranked in any specific way. I'm just gonna talk about what's right next to me, and then work my way through the stash. So this is not like number 5 or number 1 or anything like that. Okay, so Ito by Noro Yarns is a 100% wool yarn. It's not merino or anything like that. It's not super soft. It's I would say more of a rustic yarn. So I'm luckily not someone who's sensitive to wool, so I don't know if this is gonna be scratchy for you or not. I'm not really, my skin is not that sensitive to that kind of stuff, so I cannot really give you any advice on that. So I call this a stash treasure because Noro yarns, I just adore them. They will mix silk and cotton and wool and maybe some polyamide as well, and it will just create the most beautiful texture and colors, and I just love them so much. Yes, if you watched my last video or if you follow me on Instagram, which if you don't, you should, Petrichor.Knitwear, Petrichor.Knitwear on Instagram, if you're interested in that. But if you do follow me on there, you've probably seen my Seela sweater. Let me grab it for you. It's this one. Yes, I just love the sweater so much. I did pair this with a mohair to make it a little bit softer. It keeps me warm and cozy, and I just really like this yarn, and I enjoy working with it a lot. I think with such colorful yarn, it just kind of keeps you motivated to keep going. Yes, so I want to create a timeless wardrobe for me. Now, something as colorful as this may not be considered timeless by a lot of you, but for me it is, and I know I will also wear my Seela sweater many years. So yes, so for me that is sustainable and timeless. And I don't really know what to make with this single ball of Ito right now. I don't have any idea. I was thinking maybe a slip over, although I'm not really the slip over kind of person. So I don't know if that would really be something I would grab many times if I had this in my wardrobe. So, you know, that wouldn't be very sustainable, would it? So I'm still thinking about what to make with this. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Other than that, I would probably I could also pair it with a single collared, like a solid colored yarn, like a pink or green or whatever color that's also in here, then I think that would look cool. Maybe a checkered pattern, that could work. I still have to think about it, but again, if you have any ideas, let me know. Now, the price point of this is about 35 or 36 euros. I should have looked this up, but I didn't, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is a 200 grams ball. I will put the information on the screen somewhere, so if I'm saying anything wrong right now, I'm sorry. But this, I'm pretty sure it runs about 300 meters maybe, or even more. So even though it is quite pricey, it does come with a lot of yardage, and you can get a lot of use out of this, out of even one ball or like two balls. So I had 3 balls in total, and for my Seela sweater, I used 2 balls and a tiny little bit of this third ball. So yes, and now I'm left with a lot and I don't know what to do with this. Again, let me know if you have any idea. Now let's move on. The next one I will be talking about is something that's, I think, if I say the word luxurious yarn, you will probably think of this exact thing, which is cashmere. Now, cashmere yarn I have some experience with. I have made a sweater for my boyfriend already. I could grab it right now, but I think I'll just insert some picture or video of it right here so you can see it. Yes, I have made the Hanstholm sweater by Petite Knit for my boyfriend, and it was a full success. I think he really likes it. I really like the way it turned out. I really like the definition of the stitches. Just working with this was a pleasure, and it was really nice. So I figured why not make one for myself? Why not treat myself to a cashmere sweater? And also, wouldn't it be cute if my boyfriend and me had matching sweaters? I think that would be adorable. So yes, this is the exact shade I made my boyfriend's sweater in. It's a nice navy blue. And I was thinking, so I've seen this picture on Pinterest of a cardigan from Sézane. I don't think it's any longer available to purchase, but I wouldn't even want to purchase it because I once tried on this exact item from them in another color, and I didn't quite like the fit of it, but I think it looks really nice on the model. I will show you the picture of it if I can find it again. So it was basically a cardigan that was navy blue and had tiny little stripes of beige, like, as well. I'm so bad at explaining. But yeah, I just feel like this would be a really classy and timeless piece for my wardrobe, and I think I would get a lot of wear out of this. And you know, the fact that it's cashmere will make it 100 times better. I know that cashmere, even if you're a really sensitive person to, like, even if you're really sensitive to wool, I'm pretty sure you will be able to wear cashmere, as it's just a different kind of soft, or like softness. It's just a really nice quality. Now this is Cashmere Verde from Lana Grossa, and it's a pretty affordable cashmere, I'd like to say. It's 25 grams. Okay, Hazel's dreaming. We're just gonna wait. Okay, I think it's fine. As I said, this is 25 grams and it runs, I think, 90 meters. Yes, it's 90 meters per 25 grams, which is not a lot, so you will need... I'm sorry. So, okay, so you will need quite a few of these. I think for my boyfriend's sweater, I've knit up around 13 or 14 balls. So it's an investment, but it's, in my opinion, it's worth it. If you take good care of it, it will again last you a lifetime. So I cannot say that often enough. Right, the price point of this. So as I said, for 25 grams, 90 meters, this was about 11 euros or 12 euros. I will put the exact price on the screen. I'm planning on knitting, as I said, this cardigan, but I'm not going to make it a cardigan. I will actually make it a sweater that only looks like a cardigan. So my plan is to knit it top down, raglan, kind of not make the neckline as wide as the one, like the inspiration. And yes, so I will basically knit it flat like a cardigan, but then not put in any buttonholes. So I will just sew the buttons onto both sides so that it won't open up. So it will, oh my god, I'm saying the word so often. But it will basically be a sweater that will look like a cardigan. Now let's move on to the next yarn. So the next yarn I want to share with you is one of my all-time favorites. Now this one is, I would say, on the more affordable side, and this is Knitting for Olive's Merino wool. The reason why I really love this yarn is because, first of all, it has a great color selection, a great range of colors. It is really high quality. It has a very good yardage. So these are 250 meters per 50 grams, which is a lot, and it cost me about €8 per ball of yarn. So in my opinion, it is more on the affordable side, although I will say that I usually knit this up with a Kidsilk mohair, so that will also you know, add something onto that. But if you do use it on its own, it's, I would say, pretty affordable, or like at least considering the quality you get with it. Also, the reason why I really enjoy working with this yarn is that it's non-superwash. I've had some really bad experience with superwash merino wool, and I just don't want to ever knit with superwash merino ever again. I just find that it stretches out with time, and with washing it, I've had this one sweater that had a really nice fit around the neckline and the sleeves, and everything was really nice, and then I washed it and it became super wide, the sleeves became way too long, the neckline just was way too wide for me, and I don't wear it anymore, and that's really, it's a shame. So I don't want that to ever happen to me again, and I find that it doesn't happen with non-superwash wool. And so I do reach out, I do tend to reach for this a lot more. Oh, that was my belly, I'm sorry. So if you don't know Knitting for Olive, I think it's a mother-daughter run business, and they're from Denmark. And I really want to visit their shop one day because it looks so beautiful. And I've seen it online only, and I really want to go there someday. They have a lot of great patterns. If you're active on Instagram or Ravelry, I think you've probably heard of them. They have some really nice patterns that are very known, and yes, so I really like this. I think I will, as I said, pair it with a mohair. I don't have that yet on hand, but I still have time for that. I'm not really planning on casting this on anytime soon, at least. And yeah, I'm thinking of a pretty basic sweater, maybe just a simple crew neck, top-down raglan maybe. It's one of my go-tos. And or I've also thought about making the sweater number 15 by MyFavouriteThingsKnitwear with this. I think that would be really cool, and even though it's a pretty dark color, so you wouldn't really be able to see the cables that good, I still think it would look nice. It would create a kind of more subtle texture, and I think that would be really lovely, so I'll think about that. Let's move on to the next one. This is already taking me way too long. So the next one I am very, very excited about. It's a yarn that I don't really see a lot on social media. Actually, I haven't seen this at all on social media, and I'm active a lot on Instagram and YouTube and Ravelry sometimes, and I haven't seen anyone talk about this, so I'm really excited to share this. Right, I'm just gonna show you. So this is Rimu DK from Zealana. It's a wool from New Zealand, and it's such a great quality yarn. Let me tell you the details. This is 50 grams and it's 128 meters. This is perfect for a 4mm needle, and it's made of 60% merino and 40% brushtail possum, which, if you don't know what a possum is, I will show you. I mean, I'm sure most of you know what a possum is, but let me still show you because it's really cute. And this is what it looks like. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I live in Germany, And so this, as I said, is from New Zealand. So yarns like this are meanwhile pretty expensive. I know the prices have gone wild. At my local yarn store where I got this from actually is still selling this for 13 euros and 50 cents. They don't really have much of it left, and so I'm really happy I could get my hands on this, because I've checked online and prices are up to like 20 euros for one single ball, and that's insane. Like, I don't know if I would spend that much money on yarn, like on a single ball. Like 20 euros is insane to me. But as I said, it's really, really great quality. Now, I haven't worked with this yet, but I've only heard really, really good things about it. I have seen garments at the yarn store that have been there for months or even years, and they look like they're completely new. So this will last you longer than a lifetime if you take good care of it. And what I'm planning on making with this, again, if you are very active on Instagram, you've probably seen that one sweater go viral. But that's probably only if you're like chronically online like I am. So the sweater I'm talking about is the Totem black and white striped sweater. I don't really know the name of the sweater, but I will show you here. So it's this sweater that's like pretty wide and again has black and white stripes and just has a unique shaping and a unique way of arranging the stripes and stuff. I hope that makes sense. But like it has a quite high turtleneck, and I'm so bad at explaining, but just look at the picture, you'll probably understand what I'm trying to say. So there have been already quite a few patterns that were published recently that look like this sweater, and I won't be using any of them because I somehow either don't 100% like the details they added or changed, or the difference between the pattern and the original Totem sweater, and like obviously it can't look exactly the same, like I understand that, but I just want to recreate it as like as close to the original as I can for myself. And yes, so I won't be using any of the patterns, but only if you're interested. There is the Pepper sweater by, I forgot who, but I will insert it on the screen and in the description. I just know it's called Pepper sweater. And then there's also a pattern by Sandnes Garn that looks quite similar to this. I think it's either called Amy or Abby sweater. Again, you know where to find all the information. Yes, so again, I won't be using any of the patterns. I will basically create my own, or I'll try at least. And yes, create or like recreate a sweater that I find personally to be pretty stunning and timeless and chic, and I'm really excited for this. So the last yarn I want to talk about today is one that I also haven't used before, but I've heard only positive things about it, and I can only imagine it to be a really nice yarn to work with. It's the Kidsilk Haze by Rowan Yarns. I am a huge fan of Rowan. I've used their felted tweed before, I've used their alpaca classic before, and I think this will be just as good of a quality as the other ones, if not the best one so far. I'm just really excited because look at that color. It's such a nice, bright pink, and I love it. Yes, I know that this will, for me at least, be a timeless piece. And what I'll make with this is the Cumulus blouse by Petite Knit. Now I already own a Cumulus blouse, but I just don't really like it. I don't wear it as much as I'd like it, as much as I'd like to wear it. And I know some other people that have a Cumulus blouse and they made it more oversized, and I just really like the look of that. So mine is more fitted, and it's also in a color that I don't really wear. It's in beige, and I'm just not a beige person, so I don't ever wear it. I used to wear it a couple times, so I think overall the pattern and like the garment is really nice itself. It's really nice to wear during like fall or spring with a t-shirt underneath, or if it gets, or when it's like colder. It's really nice to pair it with a tight, like a neck, a turtleneck underneath. I think it's a really nice piece, and I just think it's a shame that I don't get to wear it as much as I'd like to. So I'm knitting myself a new one. Now this is more on the higher end. What am I saying? Now this yarn is a bit more on the higher end of the price range. So I think your average mohair blend costs like 8 or like 9 to 10 euros, and this one is almost 13 euros, and this is 25 grams and it's 210 meters, so it's a pretty typical mohair. But I think the quality and the colors are just so intense and so beautiful and bright, and I don't know, I just love it a lot, and I can't wait to use it and wear it, obviously. Okay, so that was all I wanted to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, maybe you want to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. I promise I will post more frequently in the next couple months, and I do have a list of ideas on what to film and what to share with you, and it's really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to doing so. So yes, I'm just really motivated, and right, I will see you in the next video. Bye!